double coverage.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. We hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I am Dom with the great man Sauce, and what a day it has been. Saucy,
Doma.
what a day.
What do we always say? We always say, Wednesday comes around, we're about to do the podcast, and news drops. And boy, oh boy, today has it been a whirlwind. This morning I was working from home, supposed to actually do some work in the morning. And I'll tell you what, first 2 hours of the day, I got no work done. I got zero work done. It was all hobby chat in the DMs on Instagram with people, talking the scandals that have come out of the hobby. And we're going to lead the show with it, Dora. But before we do, what is on the agenda? What is on the agenda?
AFL last round this week, so we're going to get finals football preview next week. So that's going to be very, very exciting. EPL week 1, we'll run through that. Arsenal's fantastic performance against Brentford, we'll definitely touch on that. UFC preview, there's a card this week. NBA is out of the question at the moment. We ain't covering no summer league. We know what it does, Sauce. It's just gives false hope to people in the hobby. So I'm not going to bother giving false hope to our listeners. NFL preseason, we can have a look at some of the games. Then the Le Mans of the week. So like we said, we're leading the show with the PWCC eBay, but we have the Le Mans of the week. And let's be honest, there's probably going to be a Le Mans given out at the top of the show. Then we got our hobby talk, which, as we always say, well, as of last week, provided by Cardladder, and then Sauceys Smokey. But Sauce, we've got to kick off, as you said, distracting this morning, and for good reason. A lot of shit hit the fan between PWCC and eBay, and it was on full public display. That was the wrong thing in the beginning. Full public display. We're going to get some statements up, Sauce. I'm going to get my screen on here. We'll go through the statements. Then we can go through everything. If you can see that, hopefully. eBay. As one of the world's largest marketplaces, eBay has policies in place to protect our buyers and sellers. eBay was founded on trust, and we work every day to ensure a fair and positive experience for the entire eBay community. That's us. Recently, it was determined that individuals associated with trading card seller PWCC have engaged in shill bidding, which is prohibited on eBay. As a result, prohibited on eBay, but it happens every single fucking auction we're looking at, Source. As a result, eBay has restricted PWCC's selling privileges and listings effective today. eBay's policies and standards were designed to ensure a trusted marketplace where our community can transact with confidence. If we determine that a buyer or seller is not acting in good faith, eBay takes this seriously and takes action. Our customer service team will work directly with anyone who has a question about a recent PWCC transaction. There's a link provided. eBay is the destination for buying and selling trading cards. Yeah, built over 25 years, all the other bullshit. Thanks for coming. Culprit lemon number 1. All right. I think a lot of people have got this misconception that Sauce and I are going to come and take a side tonight. We ain't taking anyone's side, mate. They're both fucking idiots, if you ask me. PWCC was shocked to see eBay's email today stating that unidentified individuals associated with PWCC engaged in shill bidding. To PWCC's knowledge, its employees have never engaged in any behavior that violates eBay's agreements and policy. Incorrect, because, text messages have surfaced in the past that you have had your CEO texting employees to shill bid stuff. So besides the point, PWCC goes to great lengths to ensure that its employees follow eBay's rules, and PWCC employees do not have access to eBay's bidding records or information. No, only Alt does. PWCC is considering all available legal options in response to eBay's defamatory press release and its bad faith action to restrict PWCC's privileges on eBay. The market, I'm just going to call them the marketplace, the auction house, has only just learned that these allegations, and eBay has refused to share any details supporting its allegations. Despite eBay's unwillingness to explain its claims, PWCC will continue to conduct its own internal review to ensure that its employees have not violated eBay's rules. Jeepers. They're proud over the work and then they just go on to, you know what it's like, to float their boat. They mention here that if it wasn't for them, they were happy. Well, they were the big contributor to eliminate forced returns and change it from 30 days to 3 days. And, they're going, they just piss in their own
Pump up their
pockets.
own tires.
Yeah, that's what they do. Inflate their ego, mate. All right. Let's just get straight to the point. Straight to the point. Both of these companies are lemons. Straight out.
Yeah.
eBay's $1 billion company source, multi-billion dollar company, and the press release that they've done is ridiculous.
Amateur
It's
hour.
amateur hour. I know a lot of people out there saying eBay source, they shouldn't have done this. They should show evidence before you start making accusations and doing this and that. And everyone's pissed off because PWCC is creating their own marketplace. And all right, they made $2 billion off Sports Card Source. They're 10% of the revenue, PWCC. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter if they lose them or not. It's 10%. Okay, whatever. If they really if they were jealous of this new platform coming out, why the hell wouldn't they just let the auction end, get commission off all the sales, and then say, well, see you later? Like, they're leaving anyway. I don't know if they want to prove a point. I understand they're creating a new marketplace, and it's like, oh, why would you leave us to go with them? Anyway, it's a whole shit fight. Besides the point. PWCC, on the other hand, everyone's defending them, saying, oh, we need to see evidence. We need to do this. PWCC source are guilty until proven innocent. Full stop. They've had shit in the past. So they got a lot of convincing to do themselves.
Do your research on this situation. PWCC have previously had a lot of bad reputation against their name. And, it's funny, in this hobby, everyone thinks it's all sunshines and rainbows all the time. And they're quick to forget the misdemeanors of these large companies where without us, without the hobby, without people sending them their cards, they are absolutely jack shit, right? Just remember that, yeah? Without people consigning your cards to these companies, eBay to PWCC, they are nothing. Now, eBay is a bit different. eBay, obviously, they've got another whole sector. They sell anything on their platform, anything and everything. So, that's why you make the good point that, a little 10% hit is probably not going to affect them that much. So, look, first of all, eBay should have, if there was truly an issue, they should not have come out publicly like that. They should have went directly to PWCC, say, here's the evidence. We've got this. You either clean your act up, which maybe they might have done. And we don't know. We don't know the full story. They might have done this. And PWCC is saying, oh, we've been blindsided. We don't know. How can you actually take what PWCC is saying off face value? I mean, they've been caught being deceptive in the past, so why wouldn't they be deceptive on this occasion? How many times, Doma, have I sent you PWCC auctions and then another auction house which operates, but we won't mention their name, on eBay, and there's so much, the inconsistency on the bidding, the fact that they hide private bids as well, like, red flags everywhere. So
I was listening to people talk today about PWCC, and it's like, I've never seen a shield bidded auction in a PWCC lot. It's just like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Seriously? The egg account bought the card and their last bid was $700 was their bid. No, it wasn't shielded at all by one account. Like, come on. eBay, it's probably the timing is really bad for eBay. Well, in general, whatever's happening. Besides the point, people talking about today, eBay won or PWCC won, or like, and then people talking about, only Alt gets a pass because, they were in the news for so long and now this has taken the limelight. All I've heard in this hobby as well, Source, before I get to how these three marry each other in clownness and literally look like absolute fools at the moment. All I keep hearing is, we don't want any more negative stuff in the hobby. We don't want any more negative stuff. All right? Source. What comes with every industry is positives and negatives. Mainly, we like to be positive and talk about stuff, give takes, have a laugh, a bit of comedy, flame a few people. It's we're joking. But as you can tell, I'm pretty pissed off about this because the fact of enough's enough. It's getting to the point where it's a joke. As you know, we have no links to anyone. All right? We're not sponsored. The show's not sponsored. We've got none of that stuff, yeah? And I'm not here to tiptoe around and piss in people's pockets. Sauce and I have said that from the get-go, and we'll continue to live by that. Now, the fact that everyone wants to think that this hobby is sit around a campfire, toasting marshmallows, singing Kumbaya sauce, and letting these big companies walk all over us, walking all over us,
They are.
you've literally lost your marbles. What eBay, PWCC, and Only Alt, they're not getting a pass. All right. And we'll talk about them in the Le Mans of the week, but they're not getting a pass. All right. No one won this. No one won this. We all lost. We all lost. I'm going to repeat again. We all lost. Because now when we go, if someone wants to get into the hobby and say, oh, the card hobby is amazing. Oh, wasn't there some corruptness going on? I saw that it's real corrupt, the hobby. And we're here busting our ass for a year doing this podcast. You've been busting your ass as a hobby because you love collecting cards. Everyone else is busting their ass, doing great things, helping each other out in groups, communicating, forming great relationships. And these guys are coming along and they're tarnishing the hobby. Full stop. Now, honestly, people that are connected with these companies, like big accounts and stuff, like if you're an influencer and stuff and you're scared you're going to lose them. No, you've got the upper hand because you've got the following. They'd be scared to lose you. It's not the other way around. They'd be shitting themselves. So, I don't know, Sauce. It's got to the point where if you want to keep on letting this happen and you're going to keep defending it, we need proof till, they're going to keep walking all over us. Because the more we defend it, because we continually just defend all this crap, they're going to walk all over us and they're going to continue to do it. They will continue to do it. I guarantee you they will continue to do it. And you will sit there in 3 months' time or 2 months' time or next week. The way we're going, it's just a recurring thing weekly now with these big companies making mistakes, not owning up to it, denying. And it's like, oh yeah, they were cleared. And then it's going to be a full vicious cycle again in 3 months. Sauce. Someone's going to do this again, and we're going to say, oh, but we've got to wait till they get the evidence. And when they get the evidence, we can make it. And then no evidence comes out and goes, oh, they were squeaky clean. Nothing happened. And they go and step all over us once again. And they keep doing it. And you guys crack the shits every time. And then you come to people like us and you go to each other and you waste each other's time talking about, oh, this company's done this and that company's done that. How about you tell them to get fucked?
Pretty much, yeah. It couldn't have said it better myself, Thomas. Could not have said it better myself. And
look, it's not that hard.
Cosmic in the comments did say, I noticed it's one line about PWCC and 40 lines of self-aggrandizing, which is pretty much what you said. They just piss in their own pockets for the second half of that statement. And that's what we say. Both companies, absolute amateur hour. Absolute amateur hour. Are you, PWCC, are you a multi-million-dollar company? eBay, are you a multi-billion-dollar company? How about you act like it? Because you're literally acting like amateurs. Yeah, and you are putting bad taste in everyone in the hobby. And look, I'm not going to reiterate exactly what you said, but the fact that it's gone to this point, it makes the hobby as a whole look bad. And when new people want to join, all it takes is a little Google search, and there's probably been articles that are going to be written about this and whatnot. It's going to be all over blowout forums, and it's out there now. And it takes one little Google search for someone to go, they want to get into the hobby, and they do a bit of research and they see this sort of rubbish and they go, you know what? I'm going to go collect something else. I'm staying away from cards. I'm going to go collect NFTs. I'm not collecting cards. Like who knows what it might be. And you've just ruined it for that person. You've ruined it to a new entry, someone who wants to come into the hobby and enjoy it for what it is, which it can be amazing. Obviously we've made some brilliant connections in this hobby over the last 12 months, and some amazing friends and people that, are literally our friends now, Doma, like that we didn't call friends before 12 months ago. People we interact with every day. We talk cards.
They're all in the comments, mate, at the moment. Like
we banter with each other. And without the hobby, we wouldn't have had that. But, when this sort of stuff happens, it's
global.
It's disappointing, man. Too. It's disappointing. Yeah, you're not wrong, Global. Big money
But this is the
brings
thing. We're
big
gonna
scammers, mate.
we're gonna
And
talk
that's the
about
reality.
this as well.
That's the reality, mate. And that's the reality. And this is what we try to say. You know, there's people out there that have bigger followings than us, and they don't address this stuff, and they don't want to call it how it is and hit the nail on the head and call it out, right? And it makes me sick. It actually makes me sick because we've got a platform here, right? And look, I'm thankful that you guys listen and you people out there have given us this opportunity to come here on here every week, because not for anything, if you guys didn't listen, if you guys didn't keep supporting us, we wouldn't be anything. Yeah, like we know without you guys, we are nothing, right? We understand that. This is the problem with these big companies, and like especially eBay, like, you know, they are something still, but PWCC especially, like without people consigning you cards, you are nothing. You are nothing, right? So get that through your head. Literally, get that through your head. It's actually a joke. Does
one of
this
those
global
yeah.
ask? Does this affect the sports card market? Look, we don't know. It's
No.
too hard to tell. But
No, 'cause it's
what
just
it
gonna
will
keep
affect,
going
and
on,
one
mate.
thing that I will reiterate, obviously, watching a bit of Chris Hoge and Cardboard Chronicles live that they did today on this matter, will affect the comps that are coming through, because PWCC did put a lot of cards through on eBay, and it will affect some of those comps. But if they do move to another platform, then I guess, you know, PWCC do have their own sort of vault price lookup that you can look through, so you can make a free account with them and look through there. So it affects it in a way, but not really. And also, obviously, if you have a Cardladder account, they would be able to get that data off PWCC. So it's going to affect it a little bit in terms of comps and access to comps. But overall, I don't think it has a major impact. And look, I hope it opens the door for someone that's more a consigner that is more open and honest, and not a dishonest such as PWCC, and come through and, you know, take that spot on eBay. Look, there is another big consigner on there, but we won't go into them too much. If you do your research into that one, ladies and gentlemen, go do a bit of Google searching into that one other consigner that's on eBay, and go read the stories about them. They're not squeaky clean at all as well. So, look, Doma, enough of that. It's been nearly 20 minutes. We've been hyping on about
We're just going to give it to him, Sauce, because I'm not talking about this again next week, all right? So we're going to give it to him. I'm going to flash it up on here, and you're going to give a nice big one. So just a disclaimer there for your ears. But bang.
Lemon! And that one's to PWCC and eBay. Both lemons. Both absolute lemons.
They got to go. As simple as that. Like we always say, just keep an open mind with this stuff as well. But, you know, the evidence is there. The proof is in the pudding. And you shouldn't have to tiptoe around and worry about what you do or say. Obviously, if it's really out there and wrong, then completely agree. But don't be afraid. What's there to be afraid of? Like, just own up. These companies need to start owning up and start taking some onus on the shit that they're doing. And in the end of the day, who lost today, Sauce? We lost as a hobby. So we lost. All right, let's move on. Let's get some sport. Then we'll get back into another lemon. It's just chock full of lemons. It's just going to be yellow everywhere on this episode, Sauce. So many lemons. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, as well. We can say a few hellos. Noah's in here. Cosmic's in here. Adam's in here. Global's in here. Maddie's in here. The locals, mate. Just the usuals. Just the usuals,
he's ready for tomorrow. He's ready for tomorrow, Doma.
My uncle in here as well. Everyone's in here, mate.
He's ready for tomorrow, because I'm going to give him an absolute beatdown one-on-one at his local court, mate. I'm going to give him an absolute beatdown, Noah. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet, mate. This fat boy can move, mate. Don't you worry about that.
He's probably going to beat you down, Noah. I'll be honest. He's pretty good. All right, let's get into AFL round 22. GWS defeated Richmond by 39 points, 106-67. They're finished. Hawthorn defeated the Dogs. You said it last week. There's a bit of a hiccup with the Doggies, and
they're not looking good. Obviously lost Josh Bruce to an ACL, pillar up forward. Yeah. It's always hard to replace that key forward, Doma. It's one of the most important positions in the game, mate.
100%. Port Adelaide, they spanked Carlton by 95 points. Pretty much the nail in the coffin in their season. It was pretty much all over after that. Geelong defeated St Kilda by 14 points. Brisbane smashed Collingwood 142-57. North got done against Sydney by 14 points. Played pretty well. Melbourne defeated Adelaide by 41 points. Essendon smashed Gold Coast by 58 points. And Freo defeated West Coast by 15 points. All right, Sauce, games this week. Give us predictions. A few retirements. Hooker retiring.
Gonna just give a quick, obviously thank you very much, Cale Hooker. Stuck with Essendon Football Club through thick and thin. Legend of the club. And, don't forget, there was a point in his career he was an All-Australian backman. I think he got
Good
one
player,
or two All-Australians. Very underrated player. Just unfortunate that, the whole saga happened, and it was right in a period where we were actually coming together as a football club, and we couldn't piece it together to, even win a final. I actually don't even think Cale Hooker was a part of a final win in his whole career, which is pretty sad, to be honest.
Yeah,
but anyway, thank you very much, Hooksy. Much appreciated for your service, and on to bigger and better things, mate.
Asprey also retired from Richmond, which came as a bit of a shock. 30 years old, so that came out of
he's
nowhere.
won a few flags. Don't worry about it, mate.
You can just see the writing on the wall that they're finished. Round 23. Yeah, this is coming from the guy that predicted them to win absolutely everything. I look like an idiot. Round 23, Dogs versus Port Sauce.
In Adelaide, I'm going to go Port here. Kick up. Doggies need to bounce back here. They need to get a bit of form before the finals. And if they don't, geez, I'll be worried as a Doggies supporter. Because this is not where you want to be flirting with form leading into finals. It never bodes well for the team that has bad form going into finals. Let's be honest. Never, ever bodes well. So I'm going to go Port, and if this is the case, I mean, we talked about Port being flat track bullies, but they've won their last two. This would be 3 wins in a row leading in. A bit of noise. I'm not saying that they're going to do anything, mate. I'm not saying they're going to do anything, right? But a bit of noise made from it.
Matt, just for you, all right? When shit goes left on this show and predictions are terrible, I'll look down the camera. I was wrong. All right, I was wrong about Richmond. I was wrong. All right, that's it. That's all you're getting out of me, mate. No more. Richmond Hawthorn.
And for that, mate, you're going to get an impromptu lemon.
Richmond Hawthorn. I'm going Hawthorn.
I'm going to go Hawks.
Sydney Gold Coast.
Sydney.
Brisbane West Coast.
Brisbane. West
Coast. Geelong Melbourne. Yeah, they suck. Geelong Melbourne.
It's gonna be a good game, but I think Geelong.
Yeah, I'm going Geelong.
But also there's a good chance that these two face each other in the final. So I think there's going to be a bit of cat and mouse, bit of keeping something up your sleeve. You 100%. Don't want to show all your cards too early.
100%. Carlton GWS.
GWS. They're going to win this by 60 points the way Carlton are playing.
Saints.
Carlton's already in the off season, mate. They're already in the off season.
Don't worry about Carlton. They've checked out. They checked out on their coach.
Anyway, what was the last game? Freo
and Kilda Fremantle.
Freo.
I'm going Saints. Essendon Collingwood. Come on,
the Dons. We win this. We made finals, Tom. I can't believe this. We win this week. We make finals. I genuinely cannot believe I'm saying this. But I'll tell you what. If we play the footy we've been playing over the last few weeks and we get into the finals, whoever we verse, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to verse us because we can beat them. We can beat any of those teams that are in the 8. All right. Hey, you got to get excited. Hey, if we win a final, if we win a final,
you almost pulled the lid off, mate. 4 weeks into the season, this guy. We can beat anyone in the 8.
If we win a final, I'll tell you what, I'm rocking up next week with me Essendon Guernsey on, mate. No double coverage, mate. I'm rocking up. We win this week. I'm rocking up in the Essendon Guernsey, mate.
YouTube will take us down for offensive clothing, mate. Cherry's in the chat. What's going on, guys? Adelaide versus North is the last game. I'm going to tip us. Might as well just tip us.
North. Let's go North.
Yeah.
Can you lose bottom spot, Doma, if you win?
Nah, we're cooked. If we win, we'll finish bottom by 2 points.
Beautiful. Perfect game. You'll play hard and you win and you give the fan
we'll be all right next year.
leading into the next season.
Next year will be between 12th and 15th. And then after that, whatever happens. Yeah, we talked about PWCC and eBay at the top of the show. Both clowns, both lemons. They both got Le Mans of the week. There's going to be 3 in this episode. It's an all-time record. I thought I was going to give 3 to bloody Goldberg at one stage. That's what we thought we were going to do. But the ladder, Sauce, you know what? Let's just get the ladder up on the stream here.
Why don't we do this every week? We just started it from the last round.
Yeah, no. Melbourne, Cats, Port, Dogs, Brisbane, Sydney, GWS, and Essendon. Essendon must win because of West Coast and Freo behind them. Tigers are done and dusted. Saints 12th, Carlton 13th. They have the potential Carlton to drop even further. Hawthorn 14th, Gold Coast 15th, and then Collingwood, Adelaide, and North round out the 8. Noah says he's going to give you a Le Mans tomorrow after he smokes ya.
Bring it on, brother. Bring it on, mate.
It was a double Le Mans, yes, Cherry, but it's going to be triple because we actually got our Le Mans of the week segment as well because there's another company that needs to get it who have been in the news as well recently. So they'll cop it. All right, EPL, it was back. It's great, Sauce. I love having it back because you know why I love having it back? Because we're going to go through the results sequentially from first game to last game, and your game was the first game, and you lost. So you played against Brentford. You lost 2-0.
Why do you do this to me? Honestly, why do you do this to me?
Your team started a lineup with 6 guys I don't even know who they are, and Granit Xhaka. So 7 guys that I don't know.
There's the problem right there, right? You just said it right there. Granit Xhaka started. We're going to fail, mate. I keep saying this. Until Granit Xhaka is out of this team, we are going to fail miserably. I'll tell you what, we'll be lucky to get in the top 6. The performance I seen on the weekend was pathetic.
You'd be lucky to get in the top half of the table. Way you're playing.
Look, you know what? I'm not going to look. There is word that Aubameyang could be on the way out, and boy, oh boy, I hope he goes because
apparently
the man
going to try and get 3 players out of him.
Well, look, I don't know.
There's word you take that.
There's word that Coutinho could be coming in. Well, the thing is, Barca need to. I think they're still struggling with wage situation or cap situation over there. So I don't know. But I'll take Coutinho every day of the week. Coutinho plus cash for Aubameyang. Thank you. Get him over here. Get Lacazette leading the line. We don't need him. Play Martinelli leading the line as well. You know, he's terrible. After we gave him the contract, he has lost the passion to play for the Arsenal Football Club.
Saka has to start, surely.
Yeah, Saka's my boy, mate. He's my favorite player. I've actually got an Aubameyang jersey, and I'm actually ashamed to say it. I'm actually might burn it if he leaves. Burn it live on stream.
Don't be one of those fans. Global says, "Tell me you watched the MotoGP." No, we didn't. Honestly, Sauce and I got to the point last week. We streamed that much with the rest of the crew on the Coverage.Media, and we had guests. We had 2 guests. We got one dropping on Friday. We interviewed Emil Safani from the Slab Talk. We had all this stuff happening, streaming consistently, and Sauce and I were just like, let's just take a break Sunday night.
Bit burnt out, but that's all right. We keep pushing through, Doma. We keep pushing.
That would have been what a spew. Thought Rossi was going to finish on the podium. That would have been elite if that happened. Then second game up, my boys defeated Leeds 5-1. I'm on the record on this podcast saying it was going to be 4-0 and we're going to smash it. They made us look like PSG. We played witches hats, mate. Honestly, we were playing against witches hats.
It was very poor defending.
They were terrible.
Poor defending. Poor defending. And look, you know, credit where credit is due. You took your chances. You got those chances 100%. And you took them. You were clinical. So it's not like you had opportunities and you put the ball in the back of the net and you deserve to get the victory. We did do a live watch on that one. So it was good fun. We will do another one this week, probably most likely Liverpool versus Burnley, games on at 9:30 p.m. Saturday, leading into Doma. This is the best one. Leading into where we might continue the stream on and actually watch Dortmund. I don't know who they're versing, Freiburg, I think, or something like that.
We're just tuning in to watch Haaland.
We're just tuning to watch Haaland, the hype beast, and watch him go about. So,
speaking about
it
the
will be
hype beast,
interesting.
just a disclaimer. Not even Haaland. You said it perfectly this morning. They played Bayern Munich in like the German Cup, and not even he could save him against Lewandowski. So he's just
6 times in a row they've lost to Bayern. 6 times in a row.
Yeah,
shows you how far behind they are.
Well, they're a development. Really, they're a development squad. Dortmund. They do that with youth, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. But doesn't that just show like the Bundesliga where it's at as a whole? Like where Dortmund's the second best team and it's a development team, and Bayern is way above the rest of the teams. Like it's pretty average. Like I genuinely don't think there will be a time that we're going to see like a Leicester City type run in the German league. Like I don't see that happening for ages. Like Bayern,
not as long as Bayern Munich is around.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll breeze through these last ones. Liverpool smashed Norwich 3-0. Watford defeated Villa 3-2. Leicester beat Wolves 1-0. Excuse me. Liverpool defeated Southampton 3-1. Chelsea looked the goods against Crystal Palace, beating them 3-0. Brighton beat Burnley 2-1. Newcastle lost to West Ham 4-2. And the Spurs, with the upset of the round, defeated Man City 1-0 under Espirito Santo, their new coach. So,
is that the former Wolves coach?
Yeah.
Good appointment.
He's a great coach.
He's a good coach, and I was a bit disappointed in Wolves that they let him go. But props to him. He's moved up in the ranks. He's actually got a better club, better talent. Let's really see what he can do this season. Obviously, I don't expect Harry Kane to stay. I think he's most likely gone, but nothing's been officially reported by Fabrizio. Until we see Fabrizio report, it's not official.
Ben knows this because I was playing COD with him, let's be honest, last night. And we had a group chat. And everyone said, oh, Ronaldo is doing this and so-and-so is doing this. And Ben and I both turned to him and we said, where'd you get that from? Oh, Sport Bible. And we just started laughing. We said, if Fabrizio Romano is not guaranteeing it, reporting it, it's not real. And if you don't know who Fabrizio Romano is, you're not even a true football supporter. As simple as
Correct. Thank you.
Bang. Bottom line, mate. You got to know Fabrizio. All right, let's get to this week's games. I'm going to get on my phone because it's much easier. Liverpool, Burnley, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Leeds versus Everton, City versus Norwich, Brighton versus Watford, Southampton versus United, Wolves versus Spurs, West Ham versus Leicester, and Arsenal versus Chelsea. So
we could be on the cards here for an absolute slapping, and I'm not even joking. I'm serious. I seriously think we're going to lose by a minimum 2 goals.
We spoke about this briefly on the stream, but I wanted to touch on it again just in this pod. Yeah, because we said it here about a year ago when Lampard was the manager of that football team. And we said that they had the best depth in the Premier League in terms of talent. And you touched on it in the stream, and you said having Tuchel in charge, who is clearly a quality manager with experience, and he's had superstars around him before, and he's been able to, create a chemistry between elite players. He's come into this squad now, and it's literally like a kid in a candy store. So do not sleep on Chelsea, and it's not crazy to think that they can win the whole league. It's not crazy. It's not out of the realms. They got Lukaku coming in now. They got all these guys. Mate, they had Havertz coming off the bench.
The depth they've got is unreal.
It's crazy.
Unreal.
It is really, really crazy. So definitely keep an eye on them. All right, so let's move on. UFC card this week. What do you got for us? If people are here to look at our take on PWCC and eBay, please do stick around and watch the podcast. But we covered it at the top of the show. So just in case.
Just quick mention, Matty Card Shop. Yes, Fabrizio or Shams/Woj. That is correct, mate. Fabrizio Roman is literally the Woj/Shams of soccer and the world game football. So, yeah, if it's not getting reported from him, it's most likely rumors and innuendo. All right, Doma. UFC's back on the cards this weekend. We've got UFC Fight Night, Canier versus Gastelum. Right, I'll run through the main card and then we'll talk a little bit about the main event. We've got a flyweight division, got Alexander Pantoja against Brandon Royva. Lightweight, we got Vinich Pichel against Austin Hubbard. And then we got bantamweight division, Mana Martinez against Trevin Jones. Heavyweight, definitely tune into this one because they throw hammers. Parker Porter against Chase Sherman. At lightweight division, you got Clay Guida against Mark Madsen. I expect Mark Madsen to make light work of this because he's 10-0 professionally in MMA. And Clay Guida, let me tell you, he's a journeyman. He's had over 50 fights. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, I like tuning in to guys that are undefeated because it's always interesting to see if they get knocked off. And then in the middleweight division, which is the main event, Jared Cannonier against Calvin Gastelum. Tune in this Sunday, 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Find out when it is on your local guides. It should be a good event. And, yeah, UFC, Fight Night, Cannonier, Gastelum.
Bang. Quick and easy. Sauces all over it. Let's get straight into the NFL now, preseason week 1. Let's get into some of the scores. We got to see Mac Jones line up for the Patriots. They defeated Washington 22-13. Steelers defeated the Eagles 24-16. We're definitely going to get into this a lot more in depth when the season starts. We may be having a special guest jump in during this segment and we can discuss all things NFL. Maybe if it's not during our normal pod, it'll definitely be a weekly lockdown lounge to discuss it. Maybe give it a new name. NFL, I don't know, NFL lounge or something. Who freaking knows? We'll be in lockdown still. Titans 23 defeated Falcons 3. Bills defeated Lions 16-15. The Cowboys lost to the Cardinals 16-19. Dolphins lost to the Bears 13-20. Broncos beated our boy, the great man, 33-6. And Drew Lock was just walking around just Kirk Cousins. Saints lost to the Ravens 17-14. Browns defeated the Jags 23-13. Tebow got cut, by the way. There's a bit of an update. He's a dud anyway. Jets defeated Giants 12-7.
It was all a publicity stunt.
Bengals defeated Buccaneers 19-14. Texans defeated Packers 26-7. Kansas City defeated San Francisco 19-16. Seahawks lost to the Raiders 20-7. Chargers defeated Rams 13-6, and the Colts defeated the Panthers 21-18. As we say, it's just a bit of an indication of the scores, but it's really nothing till the season gets up. You know, it's a lot of just try and testing teams and then cutting guys that they don't really want during this part of the preseason. Games this week, Patriots, Eagles, Bengals, Washington, Chiefs, Cardinals, Bills, Bears, Jets, Packers, Ravens, Panthers, Falcons, Dolphins, Titans, Bucks, Lions, Steelers, Colts, Vikings, Texans, Cowboys, Raiders, Rams, Broncos, Seahawks, Giants, Browns, 49ers, Chargers, and Jags versus Saints. So tune in for that. All right, Sauce. We just got through the sport relatively quickly there, considering we took 20 minutes on the first segment. We smashed sport out in 20 minutes. We've got an F1 race the next weekend, so we'll cover that in next week's pod. But Sauce, it is now time for Le Mans of the week. Again, at the top of the show is impromptu, but this is the official Le Mans of the week. It all happened, all this transpired after our podcast. I think it was 2 days after our podcast last week, and we said, well, we're going to give him Le Mans of the week no matter what. And obviously, shit hit the fan this morning, and we're like, well, you know what? We're going to have 3 Le Mans in one episode. It's a record. Set the scene for you, Sauce. I'm conducting my merry way, working away here, you know, as we're doing during lockdown. Get a text message from you. Have you seen Card Porn's post? I said, no. He goes, you don't understand how lucky I was. I was going to download the plugin to put it onto my browser. I go, why? What happened? He goes, only Alt has been stealing everyone's information with their plugins. I said, what are you talking about, stealing the information? Go have a look. Went over to Card Porn, and what I saw was just not great. All right. Just the evidence was clear cut. Like, you can't refute anything. Like, you can't refute it. You had people like Hoj coming out. You had Goldberg giving a impromptu Le Mans of the week. You gave the precursor to this week, so we appreciate that, Goldie, on LTB. Everyone went in on these guys. And I didn't really understand the full ramifications until I started looking into it and understanding it. And Saucy then explained to me what source about the coding.
Yeah. So what they've pretty much done is secretly written into the code. So to get the what their plugin actually does, it's a Chrome extension add-on to your browser, and what it does is it actually brings up the best, obviously the true sold priced on best offer listings. So anyone knows if you go on eBay and you actually go to sold, it doesn't actually tell you the price. That's why most people use 130 Point. 130 Point does something very similar. So this was, pretty much doing the same thing what 130 Point would do, except 130 Point doesn't steal your data, right? So just keep using 130point.com. Lane is an absolute gentleman, and he runs a great service down there. So fuck only Alt and use 130 Point to search up for your pricing. Don't use their plugin. All right. So what they've done, you download the plugin, and nowhere in their terms and conditions does it state that we are going to take any of your data. So to get the plugin to work, you actually have to log into your eBay account. Now, once you log into your eBay account, they pretty much take your whole sales history, everything you've been buying, all your information off there, and they ping it back to their server. So they have all the data from your eBay account on their server. Doma. That is an absolute grub of an act. Absolute grub of an act. Not only is it going against GDPR laws, which are massive in Europe especially, and this extension's available worldwide, right? They didn't give any disclaimer. They pretty much just wrote it into the code sneakily. And, professional coders that assess this code, the way that they've done this is very shady. Like, this is something you write it like this if you want to hide it. So the fact that they've gone and done this to steal people's data from eBay, whatever they're going to do with it, right? That is complete and utter, idiocy.
Breach of privacy.
Breach of privacy, whatever you want to call it.
So this is another bit of follow-up as well on that. Once again, as we said at the top of the show, everyone just comes to rush to the aid of all these people and companies, because they're the companies with tens and tens of millions of dollars that are controlling portions of the hobby. And to be honest, based on what we've seen here, they don't give a rat's ass about you. But besides the point, everyone said, "Oh, we need to wait for them to make a statement and do stuff like that." They came out and made a statement. They said they didn't know that the code was doing that, and they said that they weren't in a breach of GDPR laws, which after Card Porn put their third post about it, 45 minutes after it, that whole code disappeared. Wasn't in the plugin anymore. You're telling me they didn't know about it? Extensive, elaborate code like that, they didn't know what they were typing in. They didn't know. This is the other thing, Source. Own your shit. Stop lying. Stop lying. Maybe 10 years ago when you could get away with this shit in the hobby, because there wasn't as many eyes as there are on it now, they thought, oh, yeah, we can get away with it and we can lie to people. There is no room for error. Well, there's room for error, but there's no room for illegal activity anymore. Cut it out. Finish it. It's the old ways of the hobby. It was like a pocket in the hobby where this shit happens. It was wrong then, and it's wrong now. And what they did is a joke. The other thing on top of it, which Source loves the most, and this is probably going to get the Le Mans over everything else, you can't even get rid of your account, Source.
I went on there today. I went on there yesterday, and I logged in. I forgot I had an Only Alt account, and I'm like, I think I got an account. Let me check. I do. Logged in. there is no way for you to delete the account. You can't delete it. There's no option in the back end saying I want to delete my account.
You have to email them probably. Go old school.
Mate, it is a joke of a platform. So not only are they stealing your data, they make it impossible for you to get off their platform, right? So they're just pretty much, reeling you in unknowingly, because there's no way to delete yourself, right? And for being an absolute idiot and, stealing people's data and then not allowing me to delete my account. And mind you, there's a hell of a lot of other people that want to delete their account. For that, you guys are lemons. I can't flash this thing fast enough. I actually can't flash it fast enough.
Sauce has been so upset about this, and rightly so. It is a grub act. I don't care what they say. Everyone's like, everyone deserves second chances, and whatever. If you want to give him a second chance, that's your prerogative. You're not getting my second chance. Like, you're doing shit like this. We are flaming people, Sauce. Yeah, we are flaming people in this hobby and saying we want nothing to do with them anymore. Yeah, because they're stealing cards. $10,000 worth of cards. What happens if they're taking 10,000 people's privacy? Like all their privacy data of 10,000. Is that acceptable? Is it all of a sudden? Oh, because it's not a card, it's fine. But it's just everything about you. That's perfectly fine. Like, this is how stupid it's becoming. Like, seriously, just everyone that they've lost the plot. Anyway, before we get into hobby talk and we play the Cardladder video, there's a few things we've got to get addressed here. What do we got here? Global, he says he's loving the UFC Contender Series. I haven't caught that yet. I know that Hard Knocks is also on with the NFL. They got the Cowboys. M80, what is happening? And then Global asked us who impressed us both in the Summer League. Didn't watch it.
Yeah, not gonna go out here and give you false information. Didn't watch a second of it, and the reason is, and I made a post about this, and you shared it on our story. I made it on Saucy Collectibles, and you shared it, Doma. But the reality is, what happens in the Summer League, it doesn't transition to the NBA. It's a good idea to get, have a look at guys a little bit, but a guy dropping 30 points in the Summer League and playing all those minutes, comes NBA, he sits on the bench and is barely lucky to get 5 minutes a game. So the reality is,
rookies and get them a run. You get a first look at them, a bit of a taste. And like I did catch some Patrick Williams action. And
I know Patrick Williams good because I seen what he done in the big leagues last year.
I watched Cade Cunningham play against Suggs. I watched that game.
Yeah,
not bad. They're talented kids, very talented kids, very, very talented.
That's it. I was about to say Bowl.
Yeah, well, there it is. There it is.
Bowl. Honestly, I hope he gets some game time. He's got talent, man. Like, and that Nuggets team, just give him a chance, man. Just give him a chance. You know what? What will annoys me though with Bowl is he's 2 years into his NBA career and he still looks like a stick. That's actually what annoys me. Like, are you in the gym? Are you a professional basketball player? Are you getting paid millions? Like, put some beef on, man. Like, seriously. Like, what program do they have him on down there? He should be putting muscle. You can see when he plays in game, he gets pushed around too easy, but he's got all the athletic ability and all the talent on the offensive end.
He's unbelievable.
But it's just, take it serious, mate. Take it serious. Come on.
All right, Sauce. Let's get into hobby talk. Before that, let's roll Cardladder.
Imagine everything you love about the hobby in the palm of your hand. An entire store at your fingertips. Everything you need to know about cards is within your grasp. Unlock the secrets of the hobby. Plus, so much more. You don't have to imagine anymore. It's here. Cardladder. Get the app today.
Thank you very much, Cardladder, for getting on board. And if you do want to sign up, ladies and gentlemen, there is a link in the description. Also, a link on our Instagram link tree. head there, one of those two, and sign up through that link. And yes, we do get a little kickback. We are affiliate with Cardladder. I have used Cardladder for now over 6 months, and let me just say I pretty much use it every day. And it is a brilliant tool to be able to analyze your collection and also analyze the market at where it's at and see opportunities when to buy and when to sell. Because that is part of the hobby. If you want to able to flip cards successfully, you need to be able to buy cards when the market is a bit lower and then sell it when it is a bit higher. And Cardladder allows you to identify that. So if you're not on board, feel free to use that link in the description.
Bang. All right, straight into it. Hobby Talk Sauce, blockchain. We're going to talk about the Sauceys Smokey is the pack, which dropped, which is the Color Blast. All right. We're going to talk about it a bit later. All right. Sauce has got a few things to say, but here's the blockchain this week. There are some rippers. As usual, all one of one. We've got a Paddy Mahomeboy NFL brand logo star auto. I think this is in a bit of tribute to the Honus Wagner that sold for $6.6 million. They've got a Honus Wagner 101 Baseball Legends bat mosaic. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Then we've got a Ja Morant Logo Man auto. This is nice, this one. Anthony Edwards LaMelo Ball dual Logo Man auto. These are all stickers so far. This is the one I like, Sauce. David Beckham mosaic auto. Real Madrid. There's a Wander Franco Prospects brand logo auto. Then we've got a Jamar Chase auto, patch auto, a Wiseman laundry tag, rookie auto, Christian McCaffrey brand logo star auto, Luis Robert, a patch auto there, Drew Brees patch auto, got a Onyeka Okongwu Logo Man RPA, Logo Man rookie auto, a patch auto of Tyler Herro, Randy Moss shield auto, that's very nice, Rui Who's Your Mama laundry tag auto, Jordan Love patch auto, Norris Cole Logo Man auto, a J.K. Dobbins NFL shield auto, and a Sadiq Bey RPA. Very nice. All 101. Global asked, did we grab any packs? We did. Sauce did on the Panini, but we did on another platform, which we filmed the video. Is it out yet, Sauce? I'm not sure.
It's not out because I forgot to edit it today.
That's
but
okay.
I'll get it edited
okay.
and we'll most likely drop that tomorroh.
But Sauce and I bought some
out on the YouTube, so look out for that, mate.
Bundesliga NFTs. We're trying to hit the Haaland. Global says he went back and watched Ziggy's video today. Absolutely hilarious, mate. Ziggy, shout out to
dominated.
You got 3 Luka the Dons.
He dominated. It was unreal. I was losing it. I was actually losing it watching. I'm like, wow, he got it. Mate, think about this. He spent $200 on packs, and one of those Lukas covers his whole cost of all the packs.
And then he's got
that's ridiculous.
Got 19 cards to play with, and one of them was a LeBron James.
LeBron as well. Kawhi, he hit massive. He hit a Tatum number to 8. Was unreal. Shout out to Ziggy.
All right, Sauce, moving on. You brought this to my attention yesterday, Wax Museum podcast. He's got a bit of a what's the word? A bit of a portfolio going on regarding fake Anthony Davis patch autos.
Yeah.
And this is what we're saying about there's some bad eggs in here, and we have to notify the community when there is some negative stuff, because people need to be really aware of this. Go onto the Wax Museum podcast channel on YouTube and watch this video. It is so informative. It is a must. He has now found seven of the possible 195. Is 195, I think, or 299 or 199. Patch autos of Anthony
I think
Davis.
it's out of 99. I think it's out of 99. That one, was it? Or was it 199?
199.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, but he's found 7 out of the print run that have been altered with fake patches. He's taken photos of the originals. He saw the originals. He watched them. It's a card that he follows religiously. So he's actually got a folder, a portfolio of all the fake. It is unbelievable. And it leads us into a discussion that Sauce and I, we can't come to grips to the fact of Panini is this company that have complete monopolization of the card market. Yet PSA, BGS, they're getting these cards and they don't know that the material has been altered and that it's a fake card. They'll look at it, they'll be like, yep, perfect, AD, the auto, authenticate that, yep, it's all real, whatever, and then they slab it. Surely, Sauce, they can take photos of every card that gets printed in the print run. And like a sheet goes out to...
No, they can't. They don't have the technology to do that, man. What do you mean? They can't take photos of every card. They don't have the technology to do that. We don't live in the 21st century. What are you talking about? It's too difficult. Technology doesn't exist to do that. It is honestly, Dom, it's a freaking joke. It is a freaking joke that these companies can't do a simple thing as take a damn photo of a freaking patch auto card.
Sauce, tell them we live in the 21st century. Rockets are gone.
Rockets are freaking flying up and landing themselves, albeit it fucking blows up. Yeah, right. It blows up, right? But it's landing itself. Rockets go into space, come back down and land, and this damn company can't even take a photo and catalog all of the patch autos. My mind is about to explode. I've got steam coming out of my ears here. It is a joke. It is beyond a joke that the companies can't do this. Seriously, it baffles me. It absolutely baffles me that there's no catalog of this stuff. Like, this is what I've mentioned this before, and we've talked about it before when we had Chris Hoge on the show. Why aren't PSA, BGS, the grading companies, SGC, the main ones, probably CSG now, HGA, the biggest ones, working together with Panini, Topps, whoever it may be, Leaf, all of these companies, so that they are cataloging these things. Right now, we're seeing this specific issue with a lot of Panini ones. Could be with, Upper Deck, could be with whatever, right? Any company. It's making patch autos. But the fact that they can't do a simple thing such as take a photo and catalog every card and then send that off to the grading companies and say, hey, here's our National Treasures release 2021. Here is every single patch card out of that release and what it's supposed to look like in a PDF document. There you go. Done. Right? I mean, you're making millions. You are making record sales. Your company is at a record high, and you can't employ some people to just do this? Are you serious? Like, it's actually a joke. Like, this shouldn't happen. It should be as simple as, like, the grading company should be able to pick this stuff up straight away. Like, there's one patch auto on that video on the Wax Museum podcast channel that you just spoke about, that it's actually being graded and authenticated by BGS. It shouldn't happen. Like, I'm not blaming BGS. I am not blaming BGS because there are thugs out there. There are sharks out there. And there are people out there that know how to change these really, really good. But the matter of the fact is the blame is on Panini, not the grading company. Panini. They should be doing a better job to get this towards, like, it just baffles me, man.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say this, Sauce.
The technology doesn't exist. What do you mean? It doesn't exist. I was going to
say this, Sauce. You know why I was going to say this? All right. I got a family member that works at a factory, and they deal with a certain vegetable, and it goes and fruits, and it goes in a punnet, and the quality control line of the machine. My family member created on the conveyor belt a station where it goes in and it can pick up the flawed cards. Now, you can go get things that can go on your conveyor belt that stop there, take an image of the card, and then it moves on. The technology is there.
No, it's not.
It's there. It's there. It's there, bro. It can
I
be
can't
done.
keep the sarcasm up. I actually
Just
can't
change
because
the part. Just change the part. Go and buy it. Even if it costs 250,000, you'll make it off your shit NT release anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You'll make it all back. You just make one crap release of NT, everyone will be like, "That's the greatest product," and you make all your money back. It doesn't really matter. Just fix it.
that's right, Global. They are professionals. They know what they're doing, mate. They're sharks, yeah? Right? And Panini should be doing more to protect their consumers because they've got in my opinion, they've got an obligation that even once it leaves their hands to protect the hobby. They are the hobby. They have monopolized this market, basketball, football, right? Sections of soccer. They should be doing better. They should be doing better. Like, I don't know how much clearer I can say it. And the matter of the fact that we've got Tatey here who works at a factory that does something just proves that they could just implement that so easily. It pisses me off, Dom. It pisses me off. Like, it's so frustrating. Oh, man. I'm gonna lose it, man. I don't know. I'm keeping it together.
We're not finished on them yet because quality control. We've seen autos cards being signed of certain players on cards that are not even them.
So who's that on? That's obviously on Panini shipping them the wrong card because they're just signing every card. That's not the player. Like, that's them putting the wrong card in their box.
The player's just grabbing it and literally going like this. They're going to the card and it'll say sign here and they're just going because they want to get over and done with. They don't care. They don't know. Like, sometimes it'll pass them. If it's them or not, they'll just whatever. If they sign, if they see themselves on there, they'll be like, "Yeah, I sign it."
But the worst part is, the worst part is, not only did they send it out to them, they fucking got it back and they put it in the box.
In the box.
So where's the quality check? You fucked up the quality check not once, but twice.
They put it in the box. Did someone not stop there and go, "Oh, this is a Saucy card. Oh, it's signed by Dom. Oh well, we just put it in the box. No one will notice." Except for the guy that PCs that guy and goes, "Oh, well, I've got 25 Saucy cards and this is a Dom card. A Saucy card signed by Dom, and let's compare all the autos." Like, their quality control over the last 12 months, I'll say 6 to 12 months, has been horrendous. We saw it with Mosaic Soccer and literally with that sticky residue. I'm not going to make any ridiculous jokes on the card. It was just terrible. Like, the quality control has been horrendous.
Could have gone left right there. Could have gone left.
Could have gone real left. Corners on cards literally dinged when they're coming out of boxes on high-end products. Like, yeah, bloody fake LaMelo Le Mans autos. Well, we don't even know if they're fake. I said to Sauce that I'm not honestly, I'm a bit like you, Global. I'm not convinced on the fact that he just changed his order and it is identical to, was it Bridges?
Yeah,
Bridges. I am not convinced that it's identical. No chance. I genuinely reckon LaMelo got cards and he just goes to Bridges, you sign him as a joke. Why wouldn't he? It'd be funny as. Yeah, putting wrong sticker autos on cards. Look, the chat know what's up. They've seen it everywhere. Like, you can't run from it. I don't understand how you can, first of all, send the card, as Source is saying, and then get it back, and then look at it and go, "Yep, that's right," and then put it in the box.
Yeah, mind you, it was next to a whole bunch of other ones that he probably signed that were his, and it was probably one or two that slipped the thing. But like, when you're getting the all out of the box, and there's, 50 of them Tyrese Maxey, and then there's 2 that aren't but have the same auto on it, how more obvious can it be?
Clearly, it's not.
It's too difficult. It's too difficult.
Yeah, just get a freaking fix your conveyor belt. Spend some money. You make enough. All right. Robert Edwards Auction House. I think it's Robert Edwards. I hope I didn't F that up. Honus Wagner, 6.6 mil. Highest baseball card sold in an SGC slab It was a 3. Now, a lot of people all of a sudden, Sauce, because it's sold in an SGC slab, say SGC is the option. I can't believe this. But this is fantastic news for the hobby. Another historic piece of cardboard in this hobby has sold. It's fantastic. Props to SGC for getting that card in their slab up there as one of the highest selling card in the hobby. Why would Bridges use his own auto? Who knows what happens anymore? Everyone somehow has the same auto these days. I don't understand how, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's correct. Robert Edward Auctions,
Global.
specialize in baseball collectibles.
Global misses watching people jump around like knobs when they hit a base Zion. You would have seen that happen 18,000 times because that's how many are in a PSA.
That's only how many PSA 10s there are. There's probably 100,000 of them out there.
Unbelievable stuff.
And LaMelo's, there's probably about 400,000.
Oh, unbelievable. All right, Sauce. State of the hobby. We're going to get this up. Let me just
bring it up.
Get back
This
to
is some good news. This is some good
news.
news.
Great news.
There's been a lot of flaming, but as we've said, we're not going to sit here and say this is all, sunshines and rainbows when it's clearly not, and people need to be informed about this stuff. And there's too many people out there that don't want to, tell it how it is and actually flame some people and give them their right whack. And they just want to sit on the fence too much and, not actually say how the people in the hobby are really thinking. Let's be honest.
Mate, look, so someone wants you. Go on the. It's you. You stud, you. You're a stud, Saucy. Bang!
Okay.
Here we go.
Bit of debates with Jay today in the chat. Loved it. Good to have you on board, mate.
Here we go. Thanks for the compliment as well, Jay. Appreciate that. 2 billion in trading card sales, 175% increase, 130 cards sold a minute, year over year, growth by sport. Now, this is where it's interesting, Sauce. I found this really interesting. F1's not on here. The pump and dump, apparently, it's not on here. Baseball's at 93.
We didn't pump it hard enough, mate. We didn't pump it hard enough.
We didn't push it hard enough. Basketball, 148. Hockey, 176. Football, 200% up. Golf, up 436%. I found that a bit of a surprise. Soccer, no surprise here. But the biggest surprise of them all was tennis was up almost 1,800%.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And then over on to the next page. No
if you
surprise.
Listen to a Sauceys Smokey on a previous episode, I did give a Roger Federer a rookie as a play at one point.
100%. And then over here, Pokemon up 536%. No surprise with this. No surprise with Marvel. No surprise with Star Wars. Magic the Gathering is on 79%. Garbage Pail Kids.
And Yu-Gi-Oh still flying under the radar, in my opinion. This is the
surprise. I'm just going to keep saying it, all right?
Still flying under the radar, in my opinion. Still flying under the radar.
It is. So, credit to Card Talk Pod as well. We use there. Obviously, you've got the repost on there. That's how you meant to do it when you're taking someone else's shit. Interesting stuff. Very promising. I'm excited to see what the next year looks like. I don't think tennis will be up there when it comes to next year. I can't really see them there. I can see soccer going up even more because we're starting to see like that vintage look in now for soccer cards, which is great, to be honest. People learning players outside of Haaland and Mbappe and Pulisic, which is great.
Yeah, just go have a look at the Ballon d'Or winners from years past, and that's a good place to start, Tomo. That's the one bit of advice that I'd tell people.
100%. Jay says, do they have data for Flesh and Blood TCG? No. And I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea what you're talking about, Jay. So that's just a bit of great news coming out of the hobby there. Now, Sauce, to finish off hobby talk, let me just bring this here. 2 products I'm about to show you that are probably better than national treasures. All right. Spectra got announced. That's on card, by the way, that Sauce.
Miles Bridges auto.
Miles Bridges. Surely this box is easily more than an NT box. It's got a on-card auto Sauce. Has to be. That's a
There'll be some
LaMelo.
stickers in there as well.
Yeah, LaMelo / Miles Bridges patch auto. Got it up. Sorry for people listening. Let's read out some of this. 2021 Spectra Basketball has Hobby and Fodal. Estimated release August 20th. 4 cards per pack, 4 packs per box, 8 boxes per case, 4 autos and 4 parallels per hobby box on average. One of the most sought after Optichrome products of the year. Yeah. Each pack contains 1 auto and 1 parallel from a roster that includes a silver, a celestial, an interstellar, a meta, a gold, a universal die cut, a marble, and a nebula. Jeepers. Find on-card rookie jersey autos of the top rookies such as LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Wiseman, and more in popular parallels, Celestial, Interstellar, all those ones I just mentioned. The short printed and highly popular Color Blast inserts make a return with 25 of the top current retired and rookie players. Enjoy a preview here. So here we go. These are nice, Sauce. These cards are nice. Look at this. Look at
They
the
look
shadow.
sick. They look sick. There's a sticker. There's a sticker auto for you on Luka the Don.
Luka the Don, AI, Ant-Man. There's a Color Blast. Halliburton, Toppin, Ant-Man. There's a Logo Man, another one to add. Now, if you go here, Sauce, where's the... Yeah. So you click on this bad boy right here, and it loads. It's got 5 pages. It tells you what the nebula looks like. That's an interstellar, an astral, a meta, and a marble. So it's pretty good. You go down. That's what a celestial looks like, a universal die cut, and a color blast. Pretty awesome. Looking forward to Spectra. Popular product, favorite by a lot of people, and very exciting times ahead. Now, the next release looks amazing. Mosaic Basketball 2021 drops on the 17th of September. It's 15 cards per pack, 10 packs per box, 12 boxes per case, 1 auto, 5 silver prisms, 15 mosaic, and 20 inserts per hobby box on average. Hobby boxes are the only place to find the highly collected gold, number to 10, and black 101 prism parallels. Find autos of the top NBA stars and rookies, autograph mosaic, and rookie autos mosaic. Look for gold number to 10. Look for rare hobby-only inserts in Straight Fire, Center Stage, Swagger, Stained Glass, and Overdrive variants. So we'll go down here. Have a look at some of these cards. So just imagine when you have them in your hand and it's got that reflection on it.
Let's just hope a bit of the quality control is not as bad as
Stained
Mosaic
Glass,
Soccer,
Overdrive.
that Euro that came out.
Some stickers here. There's your boy, Paddy Williams. If we click on here, I like looking at this. It gives you the name of it, puts the picture with the name of the card. There's a rookie gold. There's the exclusive to the hobby. Black, white, hobby exclusive. Mosaic gold, mosaic black, mosaic gold in the autos. Stained glass, overdrive, straight fire. Pretty sick sauce, if you ask me. Its popularity is probably dependent sauce, would you say, on the release price of these boxes?
Yeah, look, it's a tough one because I did see first release out by some retailers was 500 AUD for a hobby box. That sold out quite quickly. It's now moved up to $800, and that's sold out. And I'm not 100% sure what some of the retailers over in the States have them at, but Yeah, interesting. It'll be interesting to see if this is one of the products, whether, as boxes come out, do they go up or do they go down? Because we've seen a lot of products come out and then the price of them go down. But I feel possibly the retailers may have caught on a little bit and aren't pricing these as high as what they may have otherwise. So it's interesting to see. I'm just trying to find up another store and see how much they've got them for over in the States. Let's have a look. Here we go. This is obviously one of the favorites. They've got them on pre-sale. They've got nothing in regards to what they have them as price. So that's interesting. That's Steel City. We'll have a look at another potential. Here we go. That's Mosaic. So there's obviously this is what I mean. There's a few things to wrap your head around. So there's the Mosaic Choice. There's the Mosaic Fast Break. There's the Mosaic Hobby. Jesus, are these guys being serious? There's one retailer here, Midwest Cars. They've got Mosaic Hobby boxes at $1,500. I'm guessing that's USD. That is crazy. That is crazy. I wouldn't pay that. Ladies and gents, I definitely wouldn't pay that. Yeah, look, if that's what, and that's just one retailer I found, I haven't gone through any more and had a look and seen what may be out there. But do your research, have a look at some boxes if you're looking at buying some boxes, and just be careful because we've seen boxes come out and then drop in price. So you might have the opportunity to get them somewhere else. Obviously, if you didn't get the first run around on some retailers, it might just be a time to wait because generally first releases, some retailers, they give a bit cheaper price and then it sort of moves up from there. But as I said, we've seen boxes come out and go down. It's not too often that we've seen boxes, release at a price and then move up much this year or this new release. So that's an interesting one. And then on another note, there's something, look, this is just an impromptu Doma, but some people out there that I've seen across the socials, selling boxes and taking pre-orders on certain boxes. It's actually gone the other way and gone up. And then they're trying to pressure people into canceling their pre-order. And it's not an official retailer. It's obviously someone who's got to connect through someone, is able to get some cases, and they're selling boxes at a certain price, say $750, and then all of a sudden new comps are sent on eBay a few days later and they've asked their people to pay $250 deposit on a $750 box, and 3 days later there's been some new comps sent on eBay through an auction. New comps are about $1,000 a box, and they're trying to get people to then go out and cancel their order with them when they've already paid a deposit. If you are doing that, you are grub. You are grub and don't deserve to be in the hobby, because unfortunately, if it goes up and you pre-sold the box, even if you took a deposit, it is what it is.
You've made your profit. Now the next person will make their profit.
Exactly. So don't go out and just try to eat every cent. This brings it back to last week, trying to eat every cent. It's not just LCSs, online retailers that are doing it. It's even just your hobbyist that's got a bit of a connect, can get some boxes in. I've seen it on socials this week happening here in Australia, and it makes me sick. And, I don't think the person listens to our show, but I'm not going to name the person. But yeah, that sort of rubbish is what actually puts a bad taste in people's mouth and actually, puts a bad name on the hobby when you're doing shit like that. At the end of the day, they wanted the box, so they bought it at that price. They thought it was a good price. And if it goes the other way, well, too bad. Too bad. If it goes down from $750 to $550, are you going to them, oh, you know what? I feel bad. You know what? I'm going to refund you $100.
No.
So why is it any different when it goes up and you've sold it at that price? Don't be
Yeah,
I know, Tom.
That's what it's all about.
I've got to get the gift going, me going like that, and get the raining money, mate. Get the raining money coming down. I'm going to have to make it tomorrow. We'll get it done.
All right, Saucy. Let's move on. Sauceys Smokey to finish off the show.
All right. Doma, Sauceys Smokey. Now, I'm going to bring up...
You're going to open it?
Bring it up. Should we open it?
Yeah, bro. You should open it. You haven't opened it yet.
No, I haven't opened it. We'll open it live on show. Yeah, done. All right, let me bring
it
up.
How many did you get?
Let me bring it up. I only got one and I'm shattered. I should have got 10, man. I'm an idiot. But I was happy to get one because there's people out there that didn't get any. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've know Panini's obviously dived into the NFT space with their NFT cards. Here's a few of them. Let me go to the trending so we can see, the color blast ones that I'm gonna have a chance at getting. Oh, here we go. There's the LeBron. Look at that. There we go. LeBron current bid up to $56. That's the 300 minted to $359. Obviously, if anyone's followed NFTs, anything lower mint. So this is 9 of. I'll click on this one. This is 9 of 500. Is currently at 421 on bids with 8 hours left. Let's go back, and then a bit higher mints don't go for as much, but Doma, we've spoken about this, and we didn't, we've flamed NFTs and things like this on this show, and we don't comprehend the whole aspect of it. But at this point in time, yes, we're going to say we were wrong. We're having more of an open mind towards this stuff because there are true collectors out there that really enjoy collecting this stuff. And there's a lot of aspects to it that I actually like, Doma. And one of the aspects is not having to go into the post office, not having to tape up cards, not having to tape up top loaders, not having to worry about, shipping and insurance on shipping and all that stuff. That's one aspect to this whole thing that I've gone, you know what? I actually really enjoy that because that can become a bit of a bane when you're selling cards. So I was lucky enough last night. I stayed up to 1 a.m. I had not one, but 2 phones, Doma. 2 phones. There's my shit Arsenal wallpaper. I probably should get that off there. 2 phones, right? Pretty much button mashing to try get some packs. Funny story, Doma. My second phone wasn't actually logged into my account. So I've gone, oh, fuck, I'm stuck with one phone. So while I'm mashing one phone with my left hand, I'm signing in on my right hand with my other phone. And the old saying, slow and steady wins the race? Well, I was mashing going with this phone, and I signed in and did everything in this phone, and that was the phone that I ended up getting the pack on. So the one that wasn't signed in, I went through the whole sign in, everything, and snagged the pack. I was stoked. First time trying to get a pack, was able to get one. I'll bring it up right now. My blockchain will go in here, unopened packs, and we'll rip open the pack. So this is my Sauceys Smokey. My Sauceys Smokey. Yeah, I love it. I love it, Cosmic. No trimming, no blurry pics, no fakes, no changed patches, right? Japan talk, NFT talk, I'm out.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, look, we were like that, Japan. We were like that, 100%. And, at this point, it's got, if you're not a fan of NFTs, but if you see an opportunity and you can then sell some of this stuff and buy some tangible cards, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? Because not for anything, I bought this pack for $10, right? And there's, I probably should have bought more because going by Ziggy's pack opening today where he absolutely dominated, if I happen to get 10, 20 packs, get both my phones through, and maybe I could have my laptop open as well, man, it's potential to turn a $200, $300 investment into $1,000, maybe 2, right? It's ridiculous, right? Anyway, without further ado, we're going to open this pack, Doma. Let's actually see how this goes.
We want LeBron.
Number 23, LeBron. That's what we want.
Oh. Celebrate? What?
Cole Anthony, rookie.
Cole Anthony.
Low mint. 385 of 500. Not bad. At least we got a rookie. All right. I'll take it. We'll take it.
It's my boy.
Yeah, it's Cole Anthony, mate.
Here
we go. 383 of 500. Go to my cards. There we go. I'm not sure if you can see start auction. I'm not sure if you can see. Here we go. Amount listing history. No listing history. So interesting one. Nothing listed in terms of Cole Anthony.
Panini blockchain 101.
I'll definitely get that listed. That's for sure. But that's my play. My play is trying to get some of these packs. Oh, wrong one. Trying to get
one of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying one of those. Trying to get one of these packs when they drop. They're $10. And these ones were $10. Now there's all different ones out there. And with the potential to get something good. I mean, just look no further than Top Shot, the early inception of Top Shot. I think they shot themselves in the foot the way they over minted. That's one thing that they're not doing here. They're not over minting stuff. You're not seeing, stuff minted to even like the Prism base cards when they had the Prism release packs and these Prism base cards. I mean, even those were minted, had a mint number, and they weren't minted to that high. You've got here the Prism base. There you go. The Prism base LaMelo is minted to $1,799, and the current bid on this one for a number 24 mint is $799. Now, from what I remember, the Prism packs were like $15 to $20, right? Something like that, 10 to $20. So there's opportunity here, most definitely, to get involved. Go do a bit of research on these NFT packs that Panini are releasing. There's obviously also a Tops one where we're having a release come out on our channel with what we got in those packs. Look for that video to come out tomorrow, and check it out on the Double Coverage YouTube channel. But yeah, that's Sauceys Smokey, Doma. Sauceys Smokey is these Panini NFT packs. Go have a look, see if you can try and get a few, open them up. You're not an NFT fan, stuff it, for $15 Australian. I got that pack and I'm going to sell that card. I have no idea. And I have no idea whether there are any, I don't know if you can even search here. I don't know how this even works, mate. I haven't even, this first time I've actually been on here. Yeah, mate. I'm actually just trying to click the search button. Oh, here we go. Cole Anthony. See if there's anything on here.
Live. Doing it all.
Cole Anthony, current bid 24, buy it now 25, current bid 10. So there's a good chance that I'm going to get my money back, right? Worst comes to worst, puts a bit of money back in my thing, and I can buy another pack next time they release some packs, right? So not too bad. There could have been worse. Would have been ideal if I hit a. That's what I mean. It makes it worth it if you get the 10. If you go have a watch of Ziggy No Sports Card Daily, he had a video where he opened 20 packs. I think he ended up only opening 15 of the 20. But Doma, he freaking killed it. You watched it as well. He got 3 Luka the Dons. He got a LeBron. He got a Zion. He got a Tatum number 8. He got 2 ADs. He just dominated.
2
Tatums, so it would have been worth it if I got the 10. So pretty interesting, Doma. Obviously, everything lower mint is worth more. Like here's one, 184. It's current bid $50. Number 30 of 500, current bid 75. So everyone wants the lower mints. So definitely go have a look, ladies and gentlemen. And I am not saying that, go collect NFTs religiously. I'm not saying jump out of the card hobby and go all NFT. But what I am saying is have an open mind. Have an open mind that a small investment could lead to a bit bigger investment. And fuck it. If you don't like NFTs, take that money and buy a card, like buy a physical card, which is most likely what I'm going to end up doing with this if I turn a profit on some of this stuff. So, that's Sauceys Smokey for this week, Doma.
I like it. Global got a 76 Luka. Pretty good.
That's good, mate. Very good. 76 Luka. You'll take anything under 100 on a good player. You will take that for sure.
100% you will. All right, Sauce. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. We appreciate it. All your support as usual. It's been myself with the great man Sauce. Keep living, loving, and breathing sports. Double coverage and peace.
Peace out. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports. Double curve.